Hey, what's up? This is Captain Horfe with episode 12 of Horfe Plays Resonant Rise 3. So, if you remember last episode, we built this pretty awesome thing. I thought of a way to test it. If we actually go here, we're going to turn off engine control and say, when the storage is less than 90% full, turn on the battery. We'll hit this and see what happens. Redstone signal goes into the redstone port and the reactor turns on. And it's generating what it's going to generate. And as you can see, it's charging up the battery. So this works like a charm, basically, is the moral of the story. Um, and then when it gets to like 15,000, it's just shut off. That part, when it gets to 95% full, I suppose we can wait. Nah, it's gonna take too long. Anyway, that part should work fine. So I'm gonna turn this off. The redstone signal goes off. We're gonna turn it back down to 10%. So really, truly, only when the battery gets really low should this turn on, but it should turn the thing on. That's good to know. Alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm trying to create, well, if we go up here, we have a lot of power we're generating now. Power should never be an issue. At least, not never, but not for a while. But, it's pretty hideous. So one thing I want to start with is a painting machine. So I've made some of the parts for it. Basically, we got the machine chassis, I made the electrical steel, we got nether quartz and diamonds. There we go. Everything I need. Now, I think this is compatible with chisel now. We're going to see. So if I take, let's see, the vertical oak wood planks, and then we're going to take, where's the end of our chest? Take 30 of this conduit binder we made. 3 is enough to test. We'll make some conduit facades. I'm going to go over to this painting machine, which should be powering up. Lovely. Arrows probably go through this. Oh, I guess they don't. Yeah, we need to get to work on this. So, we'll throw in the conduit facades, and then we might make like this vertical oak wood. Now, on previous packs I played on, this creates a visual break in the continuous texture. It looks kind of ugly, so I'm hoping that's not the case anymore. I know it was reported as a glitch, so let's see what happens. Hey, ugly. It's connected, beautiful. Alright, so all we have to do is make more conduit facade and do that to the entire back of the building. And then all this will provide power. I'm actually probably going to go up another one. All this will provide power, and it will be seamlessly embedded into the walls, almost like a real building. Alright, I got this all sealed up now. Looking nice. If you go outside, you will see. Looking nice. The one thing left to do is break the Stirling generator off. And now see, since I'm using a wrench, wow, even a Buildcraft wrench does it now. Or a thermal expansion wrench. I can see the conduits because I'm holding a wrench. That's pretty amazing. That used to be only the Yeta wrench that would do that, the Ender IO wrench, but pretty cool. Then I don't need this anymore because my battery is downstairs. So right now we have room for machines, and I think I have at least one machine that's, I don't use a ton, but aqueous accumulator, no. Induction smelter, yes please. And I'll probably rearrange all these, but now we have tons of room for machines. So that's great. And since we're producing more power, I think it's time to go for this ore doubling with occasional extra goodies has been nice, but I think it's time for full-on ore tripling. So to do that, I need to do inventory check and probably do a little bit of mining. And then I'll show you how it's done, the mechanism way. Alright, now before we get started, you've probably heard me complain about one thing about mechanism machines, and that's that they are loud. And they are very loud, so I have an idea to not have to listen to them, because I don't care about sound mufflers. But, if we stick them in basically a little pocket dimension, we won't have to hear them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this new mod, new to me anyway, called Refined Relocation. So we need to make something called a world resizing cube. This is going to be awesome, trust me. If you don't know what this is, you haven't seen it, just wait. So a world resizing cube, we need 6 of these resizing interfaces. So atom enlarging device, we need glass, redstone, and a piston. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. And then we need 6 atom shrinking devices. Sticky pistons. 1, 2, 3. What do we run out of? Glass. Let me make up some more glass. Alright, I should be able to make the other 3 I need now. 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And then we're going to go world resizing interface. I need gold, redstone, and iron. Hoping I don't run out of redstone. And guess what? I ran out of redstone. So, again, I have to cut to go mine some redstone. It's been one of those episodes for me. Alright, so let's build this last interface. Good. Let's build the cube. Cubes are just interfaces around the diamond. Perfect. And then what you surround this with determines the size of the room you get. The large ones are made of obsidian. I wanted obsidian, so... Plus obsidian's easy enough to get. Compact machine, big. Alright. So for now, I'm just going to put this guy down right here. Alright, so here's a bunch of stuff. North, east, up, down, south. What does all that mean? Well, we're going to need one more thing. Personal shrinking device. 3 diamonds, redstone, 3 nether quartz, and it looks like 2 more of these interfaces, so... Let's make some more of these dumb things. Alright, so to start, we need to make 2 atom enlarging devices. We got a glass again. One more atom enlarging device. Oh, 2 atom enlarging, 2 atom shrinking. And put them all together. 1, 2. And with a little diamond and nether. Oh, don't have the nether quartz, do I? The nether quartz goes here. Put it all together, and we have our little Game Boy here. Sweet. Now we should be able to, yeah, right click. This is gonna be a trip. I'm not gonna lie. What's going on? Okay. So we're in a room with a bunch of inputs and outputs, and here we are. This is going to be our mechanism room. That's all there is to say about it for now. Let's go back to the real world. So basically what I want to do is run power from the back and power some mechanism machines. So the mechanism machines we need to build, if we just, I don't know if this will work or not, mod mechanism. It did work. We want, I'm going to start simple. We want the energized smelter, an enrichment chamber, osmium compressor. Oh, we don't need the osmium compressor yet. Combiner, crusher, digital miner. We do need a crusher. Energized smelter, purification chamber. Alright, so energized smelter goes first, then the enrichment chamber. And so what we're going to need is, looks like osmium plus redstone, and one of those metallurgic infusers will make something that we need. So what I'm going to do is grab some osmium. Let's make a bunch. And then I have to grab that noisy machine. Unless I already have it. I was playing with it earlier. Alright, where is that noisy machine? Let me find it and put it downstairs. Alright, I found it. So for now, since it's just so loud to sin, we're just going to plug it in down here. Have no shame. So what we're going to do is throw in, I think we said 32 redstone, and then 32 osmium. And now this loud, disgusting thing can get to work. Watch this. I go upstairs. Still so loud. It's a little much. Anyway, let's make this, turn this into the reinforced iron / steel. Because we're usually refined iron / steel is needed for these mechanisms. So we're going to start with the smelter. Steel casing is just osmium around steel, so that's easy. And then it's just glass and redstone. So I'm going to actually get some of the materials together for a couple of these machines, and go from there. Alright, another thing we need to make is another redstone recipe. It's actually redstone plus iron. And I forget what it's called, but it's used quite a bit too, so we're going to make up a bunch of them. I think this will be all we need to make our machines. We'll see. It's called enriched alloy. So we're going to make up about 16 of those to go with our 32 control circuits. Then we'll see what we can build as far as mechanism goes. Alright, step one. I want to make, and I'm low on iron, so I'll probably have to do this in several steps. But step one, I need to make an energized smelter, which is basically the smelter for mechanism. It's where everything ends up, no matter how much ore multiplication you do. Mechanism actually lets you do pretty powerful ore multiplication, up to 5 times ore, but it's a crazy process. Alright, enrichment chamber. Now later we're going to make something called a purification chamber that requires enrichment chamber as an ingredient. So we're going to just go ahead and make 2 of them now. Again, it's just the control circuits and and then the steel casing is just steel and osmium. Or in this case, what is it called? Refined iron. I'll make 2 of these. So these 2 machines together is ore doubling, basically. Now to get ore tripling going, we're going to need a few more things. We're going to need a crusher. The crusher is going to require a steel casing, control circuits, couple buckets of lava. So we're going to need a crusher, and we're going to need to finish up this purification chamber, which means we're going to need advanced circuits. Just not too bad, a little enriched alloy. In fact, we could probably make these now. 1, 2, advanced circuits, and I might as well make what we can right now. Osmium ingots, the enriched alloys. We actually might have what we need to make this one right now. What are we missing? Let me just try it one more time. Because if we can knock this one out now, I mean, that's awesome. I think it won't let me because that thing is a singular item. It's a known NEI issue from way back in the day. Alright, so there's our purification chamber. So we still need a crusher. And then we're going to need a couple other things. So we're going to need actually just one other important thing. Let's see if I can make it right now. If I have to wait. Where is it? Metallurgical confuser. No. Let's just type it out. Electrolytic separator. Alright, so first we need the electrolytic core. We're going to need osmium dust, gold dust, iron dust. Gold. I actually don't have iron dust. We're going to have to pulverize 1 iron. And osmium dust I'm pretty sure I already have. Cool. Use all this dust to make the electrolytic core. And then we're going to make an electrolytic separator. What am I missing? Don't think I'm missing anything. I think it's another case where a mechanism has a lot of stuff that doesn't stack, and then you have to do this fun stuff. I believe that's osmium. No, what is it? It's iron. And that's what I just don't have enough of. So let me get a little more iron. Let me make sure I don't have any stashed away somewhere. Yep, gonna need a little more iron, and then I can finish up the last few machines and go from there. Alright, I think I have enough iron now, so let's make the electrolytic separator. perfect. What this does is going to take water and separate into hydrogen and oxygen, and the oxygen will be used in the purification chamber. You'll see. If you haven't seen it before, you'll see soon. It's pretty amazing. So the next thing we're going to need is we need an infinite water source, and I think the way I want to do that, are you on ally mode? 16, throw 16 in here and see what happens. I'm gonna get fused quartz. So to make a reservoir, we need 2 fused quartz, bunch of glass, and 2 cauldrons. Hope I have enough iron for 2 cauldrons. I think I have just enough with, 6 to spare. 2 cauldrons. Grab the glass. We have been constantly running out of glass. Do we have any sand? We have sand, so we can get glass. Okay, no. Put it back on furnace mode. We do not want quite clear glass. I think we're going to need, 12 glass? Yeah, we need to make 2 of these. And 12. Right? 12. Okay, perfect. Yeah, make these things. And then we're going to need a bucket. Bucket. 2 buckets actually would be ideal, which we have. Perfect. Grab 2 buckets of water. Then we're going to go into the cube. So basically the way they envisioned this working is this side at least. This is the south side. This is where power is going to come from. So power is going to go enable importing. So we want import power. 2, 3. And I think I want to put our machines like here for now. Why not? So energized smelter will go here. Uh-oh. Enrichment chamber will go here. Purification chamber will go here because the crusher's got to go here. So what we're going to do is run power to all these. I still have to make the crusher apparently. I forgot that step. And down, down, down. Whoops. Down, down. So testing, these machines should be getting power. They are you guys getting power? Doesn't look like y'all are getting power. So this is the side we're importing power from. Exporting, importing, auto. I'll just put it on auto. Why are we not getting power? Let's go outside and take a gander. This is the south side, right? So south side. We might have to fiddle with this thing for a while. I've never used this mod before. So on the south side. Damn it. Come on. So if I click this with, the south side we have, it should be getting RF on the south side. Right? Okay, it's filling up. Maybe it's a chunk loading type issue. Maybe it was chunk loading. Yeah, so we're going to have to keep, well, we don't have to worry about keeping outside chunk loaded, because we're going to be, this thing is chunk loaded, and that's what matters. So yeah, when it has power, okay, cool. So it's getting power, and then basically, I want items to come down from the top, the ore that we're going to process, come down from the top, and then it's going gonna go in the purification chamber, and then probably just shoot it out on the east for now, or on the west, east. I don't know. Let's get outside and see. For now I want the goods to come out from the left, so that'll be the east side. Alright, so that's basically the plan. I'm gonna have to build some item transfer nodes and do some funky stuff to get it set up, so let me do that. Alright, so this is all new to me, but I think if I put something here and then we'll drop a transfer node like here, okay? Now if I throw something in there, and it should show up in the up interface. I'm gonna have a try. Do we have any ore? Actual ore that we don't care about that much? Like tin. I have so much tin, who cares? Alright, so we'll throw like 3 tin in there. Alright, it gets sucked into the transfer node, right? And then it's gone. It's sitting in here. Okay, that's interesting. So it's just sitting there inside the compact machine. So if I make another transfer node, I can get the chest. I'm gonna need another redstone block. And then transfer node items. Boom. And then what's it take to make the transfer pipe itself? I remember it's real easy. Stone slabs and glass and redstone. So we'll make a few slabs. Right. And we'll grab some glass. We're always out of glass lately. Alright, glass. And make some of these guys. Alright, cool. We're going back inside our little machine here. Alright, so the next step would be, let's turn on hover. We have a transfer node, right? We want to drop a transfer node. Boom. And then actually we want to configure this to auto. So, yeah, now the 410 hour showed up in here. Excellent! Now where do we want it to go? We want it to go into the purification chamber. Yes? I believe so. Yeah. That's the one. So, we're going to have transfer pipe that goes up, 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 up. I reserve the right to change all of this. Oops. Thank you. Up. Up. Left. Okay. So, the 10 should end up in here. Right? Okay, the 10 ended up in here. We don't really have... There's something we need. Actually, I can show you. Because flint also happens to work. But it's not very useful. It doesn't last very long. But you'll see if I grab a little bit of flint. Where's the flint? There's the flint. Hop back in here, and we'll just drop a bit of flint in here. Let's just drop like, I don't know, 16? 18? Whatever. Alright, so I filled that up with flint. It makes oxygen out of the flint, which I don't get, but looks like I even need a little more flint. Boom. It just made 3 tin clumps. Pretty cool. Alright, so that's another piece of this that we've got automated. We're getting there. Well, I was down here and I noticed my reactor was on when it shouldn't be. So apparently, the way this thing works, for some reason, once it emits the redstone signal, that redstone stays on. If you just use vanilla redstone. So really quickly, I'm gonna grab some silicon. Oops. Where's silicon? Here it is. I know I'm overloaded on stuff right now. And I'm gonna make some, I believe this is what I need to make, oops, redstone alloy. So 8 redstone, 11, 10, 9, 8 silicon, and actually I want 9 of each. Alright, so that's 9 redstone alloy, like so, and 1, 2, 1. That's gonna get us some of this insulated redstone conduit. Pretty sure this will work better than that vanilla redstone, which doesn't seem to be as smart necessarily, I guess you would say. No? Well, we can actually say, yo, disabled. So it goes into here, toggle reactor on and off. And just because that looks hideous, we'll make sure it plugs in there. And set this to disabled. Right? Cool, so now when this thing turns on a redstone signal, hopefully it'll work. Well, it'll be a while before we have to test it though. Alright, well, hopefully it'll work better. Just something I noticed and wanted. Alright, so it's time to make the crusher. So, crusher is steel casing, which put the osmolar. Again, steel casing. No problemo. And then we need we got the circuits, we got the redstones. I went and got 2 buckets of lava. Let's make it by hand. Okay, we got a crusher. This is the 4th thing we need. We got an electrolytic separator. We got 2 buckets of water. This is all coming together. If you don't know why, you'll see shortly. I'm just trying to get some of this junk out of the way. So then we've got the reservoir, 2 buckets of water, electrolytic separator, crusher. Alright, perfect. Alright, so just did a quick double check, and now it's time to go back into the machine. Here we go. So, first off, let's put down our crusher. It should immediately get power. It has. So, I moved all this stuff, you might have noticed. The power goes straight into here. This item transfer node has silver in it right now. It's waiting for this to move. So the last bit will be to decide. I can't decide if I want the results to go down or over here. Kind of leaning towards over here though. Yeah, so before we pipe out the results though, let's get some of this figured out. So this is actually really awkward configuration in my opinion. So blue side is output. So on here you want the right side. Am I mistaken? Hold on. So I think this side, okay, you want eject to be on for one thing. Blue side is output, and that's right side. So right side is blue, which means output should go to the right. So input on this is red. That means we want this to be red for left. Yep, and there it goes. Ew, and it's so loud. And then blue side is, so configure. Blue side, if you go back here, blue side is output. And we want auto eject to be on. So now that you know the trick, you just basically, we're going to make this red. So basically stuff's going in here. So what's happening is, this is making clumps. The clumps are getting turned into a dirty dust. This is cleaning it, enriching it into a clean dust, which is just like a normal dust. And then if I configure this to accept, and then I turn probably auto eject needs to be on. Yep. It'll go in here and get smelted. And we've got ore tripling. So for each ore that comes in here, we get 3 clumps. And that's the way it works. Pretty cool. The one thing that we're missing is a supply of this. So we're going to get to that very shortly. In fact, we're going to do that next. All I need to do is decide where I want the output to go, because right now it's just going to build up in here. Alright, be with you in a minute. Alright, I adjusted my chest for a bit, because I want to make something called the sorting importer. Something that we can use to import items into our sorting system, and also, if I'm correct, it's got the added bonus of having an ore dictionary. So I found a lot of lapis. I had to go out mining again, got a lot of lapis. Very excited about that. Probably going to dump it all into my hammer. I think I found so much because my hammer had a fortune on it. You know, I put lapis on it. Luck. Anyway, I'm going to make a sorting importer. To do that, you need to make a sorting connector. Pretty simple to make. Why you know simple to make? Oh, I need smooth stone. I thought I had smooth stone on me. Perhaps not. Smooth stone. Alright, so we get one of these guys. That actually nets us 4, so that's good. They're really cheap. And then sorting importer. Just a little gold and iron and redstone. The redstone is what I'm missing. Yeah, we're getting really low on redstone, aren't we? One sorting importer is good enough. And then I think this is the block. So if I stick this guy right here. Yeah, it's got ore dictionary conversion built in, so that's pretty cool. So like, I've got industrial craft copper, and say, I don't know, let me find one where I got 2 different types. Yeah, 10, 10. Let's say I want all my tin to be thermal foundation tin. That's not a problem. Run all my tin through it. So that's pretty cool. Probably I'll try to dump all my ingots and stuff in here. And I'm just going to unset that just because I have just that one set. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to pipe the output of this into that dictionary conversion thing too, since this is going to be an ore processing machine essentially. So now we need to set up a little bit more in here. We need to get oxygen into that thing. So what I'm going to do is, oh wait. Alright, so essentially what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to set up the reservoir right here. Nothing too fancy. I'll put 2 buckets of water in this thing, and now it's an infinite water source. I'll put the electrolytic separator right there. Will that work? And then which side is which? That's the other big question. So, should be able to configure this. Yeah, to dump water, automatically dump water into that. This just needs power now, which, I didn't make this very convenient, did I? How can I get power to this without rewiring too much? One sec. Alright, so let's go back up here. I know I have more. I didn't use all my cable. Grab it. Go back in again. Yeah, let's do this. Oops. 1, 2, 3. And then we can go I'll have the power come in from the top, I guess, like that. And then I think if I just use a normal stick, come on. Just go in here and get a normal stick. I haven't done much with these transfer nodes, but I think I remember reading or seeing that with a stick I can Hmm. I don't really know what that's doing though. Oh well, that should be harmless. It's not going to do anything. It just looks ugly. Alright, so now this should be getting power. And then we want it to dump. We just want oxygen. So dump the hydrogen. Get the oxygen. And hopefully that's the oxygen on the right side so I can go like this. And now oxygen's getting pumped into here. Perfect. We've got infinite water, and it's getting separated into hydrogen and oxygen. We're dumping the hydrogen. The oxygen's going in here, turning these into clumps. The clumps are getting crushed into three clumps per ore. The clumps are being crushed into dirty dust, one per. The tripling happens there. Everything else is one per. That turns into regular tin dust, which then gets smelted. So really all that's left now is to deliver the goods. So we're going to do that probably next episode because we are running short on time. But we have the beginnings of... Basically we have everything for mechanism in a box. And the beautiful part while this is going on... Sweet, sweet silence. It's absolutely quiet. It's beautiful. I love this sound. So next episode we'll finish this guy up. We'll have it dump out the bottom, and then we'll use a transfer node to go from the bottom to basically to here, the sorting importer, where it will get ore dictionaried up the way we want. Alright, well, thanks everyone for watching this episode. This was a pretty interesting episode. I do like compact machines. I think it's very cool. Anyway, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.